Welcome to 406 Broncos. We're not that happy, really. That's the fake face we had to put on for this because, oh my god, I'm terrified. Um, with our recent loss to the 49ers, our playoff hopes kind of went out the door. So, yeah, everyone else that needed to win, that we wanted to lose and needed to lose, won, and then of course we lost to the worst team in football.
The only other one that kind of were rooting to lose was
Baltimore.
Yeah, and they lost.
Yeah, but and
Close game.
it was. So, but you can't lose to the 49ers and expect to consider yourself a playoff eligible team. Come on.
Right. Nope.
These other teams fought for their wins. Like Indianapolis had a tough game.
Miami had a tough game.
Miami, yeah, they fought back hard. Tennessee showed up to play big time. We didn't even show up. We got shut out in the first half. We allowed 250 some. No. Sorry, that's insane. It was 210, I believe, yards to
Mainly
a tight end.
Yeah.
But just to a tight end, 200 yards.
What was the total though? Like 300 something?
No. He only
Total in yardage for offense.
for them. Oh yeah, we allowed probably over 300 yards offense for sure.
Just to one tight end. We did stop him in the last quarter
He didn't have anything.
half, but dude,
What the a tight end, and they just seems like they could not just calculate on maybe covering him. Dude, every time I saw him out there, he was wide open.
Yeah, it was
nobody around. The only jerseys I'd see were the ones in the stands.
Yeah, and then when they did get to him, it was a bunch of missed tackles. There was just a bunch of missed tackles all
Roby, dude,
game.
like I said, you were on the wire. You could go. The way you're playing, dude, you could go. I'm sick of the way of your half-assery out there. Like, he does not have any heart.
Yeah.
In
these
the
limped
defense.
arm tackles that.
Yeah, limped arm tackles, just letting these people burn him all the time. He can go.
I blame a lot of missed tackles on the way the rules have changed, but there's a difference between. I see other teams able to do this, without.
That was my argument when you said that in the game.
I know. I was trying to keep a positive outlook, but yeah, no, you see other teams able to do it. Why shouldn't we be able to as well? And it's not how it's going down this season.
Roby,
that's a lot of leadership.
Get your act straight. You can go.
And this was if this wasn't the final nail in the Vance Joseph getting fired coffin, I couldn't tell you what it is. Because I mean, think about it. We're on a 3-game winning streak. We have a chance to make the playoffs, and we blew it.
Blew it at the easiest team to play in the next for
our next
4 weeks.
And no less to a backup quarterback. I mean, what can you really say for yourself? Like, come on. We actually had a chance to make the playoffs.
He was a third stringer. He was.
Yeah, you're right. To a third string quarterback, we blew it too. I mean, Mullins is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but seriously, that defense should have done
is
better.
it the games that it seems like they just kill is the ones that are the shittiest teams? Why is it that the Denver Broncos just face off so hard when it comes to really hard teams, but screw themselves over with the giveaway teams, like the give me win teams?
Yeah, the ones you
The
think
Jets,
we should take.
Dude, I was literally assuming like we're walking in there with a win.
Mm-hmm.
You should have with the team that we have to the team they have, dude. Hands down, it should have actually looked like the Cardinals game.
Right. Well, it's like it's just irritating. Like, it irritates me because they were trying to say how, they're obviously missing Emmanuel Sanders and Chris Harrison. I'm not going to argue with that, but 2 players do not make your team.
Dude,
You got to step up. Next man up.
that argument is kind of invalid when we played the Bengals quite handily, and Emmanuel Sanders was out there, but didn't do anything.
And it's not like we couldn't get the run game implemented. I think we tried too hard, honestly. I don't think we trusted the pass game enough in this game. We tried too hard to get Lindsey involved.
My God, and what is with the line, man?
Yeah, that was
That
a big
line
deal, too.
got crushed by the 49ers defense.
Mm-hmm. That is true, yeah. The O-line did not help at all.
Like, they were fine and dandy with the Chargers defense. But when it came to the number 32 team in the fucking league, just complete dismal offensive line.
Yeah.
It was annoying to watch. But, like I told him, hopefully we'd come to see something bright in the loss of the 49ers, and that was to obviously put the last nail in Vance Joseph's head coach.
Yeah.
But who knows? Haven't heard no ordeal now. I mean, it's probably going to be down to the
After
end of the season, but still, I want to hear something, man. Because there's so many people coming up.
Well, and I hate just sleeping on a bed of nails, waiting whether or not he's gonna get fired or not. Like, I don't know. We're all just kind of waiting to see what happens, and it's like I think every fan deep down knows that that's the right move. We clearly don't have the motivation or the spark on a leadership aspect.
John Elway, people are going to get pissed at you. People are already getting pissed.
I know, and I don't like it because I think he does a good job. I mean, Look at what our draft class was this year. Look at...
I understand that, but dude...
Yeah, this was
a bad mistake. Own up to it. Get him out of there and get the right person in. Or we're going to see another year of this crap. Stop prolonging it because you don't want to be wrong,
Yeah, there's only so many years we have some of these players that we need to capitalize with now.
Get the right guy right now.
But anyway, let's move on to the next upcoming game, which is Cleveland. It's on a Saturday night. We got primetime Saturday night football. Cleveland Browns come to town. Baker Mayfield's looking pretty good. That defense has some weapons. This is actually this isn't the typical, the Browns, so chalk up a win, This is a team that can come to play. And their coach is playing for a job. He's going to play to win. They're not playing for a draft spot this year. They're playing to make a statement and playing to keep some jobs and make sure people want to come play for them. So they got a lot to play for. It's not like it's for nothing. And this is, their playoff shots, they don't have one, I don't think. But like I said, they're playing for more than just that. They want people to be like, that's a team that I want to go work for. That's a team I want to go play for. And they want to convince all the guys that are there to stay there. And the more wins they get, the better for that. I don't know. I'm not... Obviously, I always believe we're going to win, but this is not a team that I'm confident that we're just going to blow out of the water, especially if we can't beat San Francisco. It's at home, so that's a benefit. I got offered to go to this game, and I had to turn it down, unfortunately. It broke my heart. God, it was just a last-minute offer.
Because I wasn't going to go.
Well, yeah, that's why.
All right. Key matchups.
Well, wait, what else you got to say about this game? Anything else?
Nothing, really. We already talked about how we're dismal in the hunt, and they're not really, so...
Okay.
Key matchups.
What do you got for offensive matchup?
Our offensive matchup?
Yeah.
That's a little tough, too. Yeah. They need to mix it up a little bit more. And, don't rely heavily, on the run game again.
Because it's so obvious. Everybody knows who Philip Lindsay is now. They're going to have their eye on him.
So, trust in the rookies, I guess. They did get bottled up, so they gotta get open. I'd say also that line needs to figure their crap out this week.
And these guys have some pass rushers, so I agree. I think the O-line's a big one.
Yeah. Defense.
Defensively, I'm cornerbacks, man. The secondary needs to tighten their stuff down because, Yadam's hurt now. So we're on our like 5th string guy. Brock might not play still. So it'll be Roby and Langley. You know what I mean? Like, so especially with what we were talking about with Roby, he's been needing to get his stuff together. And he's going to be matching up against Jarvis Landry. I don't like that matchup. And they have a tight end that's worth his salt too in David Njoku. So we cannot let that happen again. We can't let a tight end burn us up the middle every day.
No. I also think, though, we need to pressure and keep Baker Mayfield contained.
I agree.
So
if we can get to the pass rush, which that's something I'm confident in. We don't get it all the time, but I'm confident in our pass rush. There's still a solid pass rush. We got 2 or 3 sacks this last game. We can get in there and sack the quarterback. It's coverage, and that's a reason we don't get as many sacks in a game, is because the coverage is not tight enough.
Yeah.
There's always somebody running open.
Yeah.
Another big deal. Oh, one thing I did want to say, Vance Joseph called out Von Miller, saying he needed to not try and
jump the line.
Yeah, jump the snap count. And my thought on that, you're really going to call out the best player on this team and try and question his. And don't get me wrong, he shouldn't have done that. But did he really change the game for us by jumping off sides 3 times? I don't think so. I think he was doing everything he could to make sure we won that game. And I'm not going to question Von Miller's tactics and how he.
He did kind of irritate me though, because
it was consecutive.
I know.
It was after another.
But I'll never question Von Miller's tactics on how to sack a quarterback. He's the best at it. So if that's what he does, and if it messes up a couple times, I'm willing to take that. Because I've seen him time that snap count perfectly enough, and it works out in the end.
Now, I saw something about Keenum getting after Vance on. I don't remember. I just saw the headline, so I didn't look at it though.
Huh.
Let's get down to our picks.
All right. Let's do it. So last week I went 7-9.
And I went 9-7. All right.
Kicking it off with a
good game.
AFC
Chargers,
West
top
matchup.
tiers here. Chargers at Chiefs.
It's gonna be a good one.
In Arrowhead, I have to go with the Chiefs. I think they want to sweep and they want to seal the deal.
I agree. I'm going to have to take the Chiefs, too. It's hard not to when it's in Kansas City.
I could see Chargers.
Oh, I do think the Chargers are going to be playing as hard as they can. They're playing. There's still a chance they can win the division, realistically. But they need to win this game in order to do it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think the Chargers have a chance, but I'm still taking Kansas City. Houston at Jets. Houston lost last week, but they ain't going to lose 2 in a row and not to the Jets. So I'm taking Houston.
I'm taking Houston as well. Yeah, I was really thinking they were going to beat the Colts, but this time they'll beat the Jets.
Andrew Luck's for real this year.
Cardinals at Falcons. The Shitty Bird Bowl.
God, you're telling me.
I'm going to say Falcons because they should win this, but who knows? But flip a coin now.
Yeah.
Falcons.
I'm going to go ahead and say the Falcons as well. It's at home, and that's pretty much the only reason why I'm taking the Falcons in this one. Oakland at Cincinnati. I'm actually going to take Oakland in this one.
I did too.
As surprising as that is, they're starting to kind of find a little something. Obviously, they just beat Pittsburgh, and that's not an easy win, ever.
And Pittsburgh needed to win that game.
And while Cincinnati kept it close with the Chargers, which was also surprising, they're still working. They've still got a backup quarterback.
So many injuries going on.
That's the biggest deal. So I'm going to actually take Oakland in this one.
I'm agreeing with that. I think Raiders will take this one.
Yeah, just because Bengals are hurt. They're injured pretty good right now. So, Dolphins at Vikings. I could see this going either way as well. Vikings are starting to...
They just fired their offensive coordinator.
Did they really?
Yeah. And he was a top-notch OC, too. It just wasn't working out.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm still going with Vikings. It's at home. Hope to goodness they do win. We need the Vikings to win.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to take the Vikings as well. Mostly because I think, both teams are in a position where the playoffs are on the line. Kind of like the Vikings are not out of it. Losing to Seattle didn't help them, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna take them at home against the Dolphins. Cowboys at Colts. I'm taking Indianapolis. As much as the Cowboys are doing good things, their defense looks sharp. Andrew Luck's on fire right now. He hasn't thrown a pick in, like, I think they said 250 consecutive passes.
But he's not all that on fire because he hasn't been throwing that many touchdowns.
No, but he's the leader of that offense, and it's going to resonate through the team. It's in Indianapolis, too. I'm going to take that advantage as well.
See, I'm going to go with Cowboys. I think they got something rolling now. I think they got everything clicking like they need to. And Amari Cooper was literally, the bow tie of it all. Since they got Amari Cooper, it's been a whole new world for Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Cowboys, and hopefully they do win because that brings them all down. So
another thing I want to say, I love watching these Raiders players go other places, especially NFC teams. They're not, they're out of our hair.
Yeah.
They're in the NFC and they're killing it, and it makes me go like this.
Go. Oh, it's me. Bucks at Ravens. I'd love to see the Bucks win, but it ain't probably gonna happen. Ravens.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm pretty sure I saw Lamar Jackson will be playing too. I'm going to go Baltimore as well. It's in Baltimore. Tampa Bay, they'll surprise you, but it's not going to happen on this one, I do not believe. Lions at Bills. Ugh. Two just teams that don't know what they're doing this year.
But they'll surprise you.
Exactly. One will show up, one won't. Hey, maybe they'll both show up and it'll be a great game.
Yeah.
Or neither of them will show up and it'll be a terrible game. But I'm going to go with Buffalo. I like Josh Allen. I like what he's been doing. He's actually been really effective on his feet, just running the ball. So I'm taking Josh Allen in this one.
I'm taking the Bills as well. Tough loss with the Jets, unfortunately, and I picked them then. But who knows? Lions, they're hit or miss. So I'm gonna take the Bills at home. Packers at Bears. Ooh, I'm going with Bears. There's nothing really stopping me going against the Bears this year. They beat the Rams, and and it was all defense. They killed the number one offense pretty much. Well, I don't know if they're the number one, but they're top.
Every bit of the number 1 or 2.
Yeah. So, and then they just absolutely destroyed them. Like, I think Jared Goff got me like 4 points. Mm-hmm. It was insane.
I was luckily playing against Jared Goff, but
okay. But I'm definitely the Bears.
Yeah. We've seen how defense wins championships personally. So I'm going to take Chicago. Green Bay, they've fired their coach. They're in a state of repair. It's in Chicago, no less, and they're just coming off a huge win. It's got to be Chicago in this one. You know what the constant in that is too, with their defense and our defense? The year it was killer. Danny Trevathan.
I know. I was thinking about that.
I miss that guy, man. That guy's a beast. He's a great middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Washington at Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville in this one, and it's the same reason I said last week, and it's the same reason it's going to pay off. Mark Sanchez. That's why.
Yeah.
Do you think Mark Sanchez is going to beat this defense? As much as this defense hasn't looked like the defense of last year, they still have great talent on that team. Mark Sanchez is not about to walk into Jacksonville and beat that defense.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Redskins at Jags. Jags. Even though how bad that game was for Jags, Redskins, I would say now is probably one of the worst teams.
Well, look at...
And just because
they got blown out right in the beginning against the Giants.
So they got squashed by one of the worst teams.
Yeah.
So, Jags for sure. Titans at Giants. Giants are getting something going right now.
Mm-hmm. They are. That was a tough one for me.
The last 2 games that the Giants have they've been looking really good. So I'm actually gonna go with Giants at home now.
Really?
Against Titans. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they're gonna go for a 3-er.
I think this could definitely be
And I hope to goodness they do it.
That's true too. Yeah, this is going to be a really good game. I got to go with the hot hand being Tennessee. I mean, they both actually had great games, so that's not fair to say.
Derrick Henry's not going to do what he did.
No, he won't. But you know they're going to feed him.
Yeah.
And he's going to do something. He ain't going to put up what he did last time because that's just a once in a lifetime performance. But the Giants' defense is not that spectacular, so this could be a shootout for real. I'm gonna stick with Tennessee though.
We're talking a lot for these. That's kind of hurried up.
We're only.
I don't
at
care,
the
but I
20
want to eat. The spaghetti is probably done. I do want to eat, and then I want to watch the movie.
I know I'm hungry too. Okay, Seattle at San Francisco. Seattle, because San Francisco is.
Garbage, but since somehow...
I know. But still, Seattle's...
Dude,
super
Seattle's hot.
Yeah.
Seattle's just going to go to the playoffs. Again.
Yeah.
Of course. Seattle. Patriots at Steelers. This should be a good game. But Pats. Steelers, what the heck is going on? I'm going to say Pats. Because both of them are coming off a loss, too. So.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots as well. Mostly because they're reeling after that crazy loss against the Dolphins,
Yeah.
but like you said, Pittsburgh's just not what they're. I think it's starting to show that Le'Veon Bell should have stayed. They should have kept him.
Yeah, James Conner had a good fire going.
Well,
but,
as much as I like James Conner, as much as he's a good player, he's no Le'Veon Bell.
No.
Philadelphia at Rams. Philadelphia is just. They're not the same team they were last year either, and the Rams, despite what we saw this last week, are still a good team. Rams.
Eagles, yeah, I'm going to say Rams as well. Isn't Carson Wentz out? And you said
He
that?
is, yeah.
Rams. There's no reason to vote for them or vote against them right now either. So, Saints at Panthers. The Saints. Panthers suck now.
Panthers
I don't
can't
know
get
what's going on.
their stuff going. I'm going to also take New Orleans. And then we have our game, Broncos, Cleveland at Broncos. We're going to go ahead. Don't shut it off yet. We're going to take the Broncos as usual.
Stop recording.
Wait, because I got to show off my naked dick. And we're going to...
naked dick.
Huh? Saw my pud pop out? All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Like, subscribe, share, and go Broncos.
Blah, 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 blah.